One mission, one goal. To seek out the paranormal and the existence of ghosts.
Just thought I heard somebody say something.
Oh, God, what was that?
We feel they are watching, waiting and reaching out.
It felt horrible and weird and I had to move.
Something terrible happened in this room.
To leave no stone unturned and to show no fear in our quest for the truth that the dead speak from beyond the grave. Tonight we investigate Guy's Cliff's house. This ancient location dates back to the 5th century. It is claimed lays home to many entities and high levels of paranormal activity. Our aim is to try and communicate and uncover what events are taking place here and any secrets the house has buried within its skeletal wall. Many strange happenings are reported here. Shadow figures, full-bodied apparitions, disembodied voices, and loud seismic thuds shudder the building. So join us as we slide into the passages of time, seeking and searching, watching and waiting, and reaching out to those lost souls, as we wonder what awaits us in the darkness.
Okay, welcome to our Halloween special for Hauntings of England. We're here for the second time. We're pretty familiar with this place, but we've been allowed unique access to the oubliette, which we're really looking forward to doing that, and hopefully we'll get some good response there.
Yeah, it's a massive historic places. So we've got the run of the place. It's just 5 of us, so we're going to give it a best shot and see what's what. So last time it was interesting, and we're going to move into some areas that we didn't do last time. So we're going to really enjoy this tonight, and hope you enjoy it yourself. So see what happens.
Yeah, I think so. And just remember, we don't throw things around. We don't do taps. We don't do knocks. It has to come from the other side. We don't do any of that. We're purely here as a professional, paranormal team to bring out whatever we can bring out. But it's not false. We don't do it for entertainment. We don't do it for numbers. We do it for real.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's get on with it. All right. So we're just about to go down into the oubliette. Not many people, I don't think, have been down here. The ones that did come down here didn't come out, and we're hopefully going to get some good reactions down here from any spirits we can contact. It's pretty scary, I think, down here, but let's see what we can get. Here we are in the oubliette. There's actually 5 of us now. It is pitch black, can't see a thing. We've got a guy here, we've got a guy next to him, we've got a guy behind you. We're going to see whose presence is in here. When I first came down here, just doing a bit of a vigil first time round, there's a woman down here and she is screaming her head off. Okay. Her name's Maggie or Madeline. She's just talking to me a minute. She's saying that they threw her down here and she was innocent. She didn't do anything. And she said she's been accused of stealing some livestock or something, but she's screaming in here. I can see her. She's pretty right. There's a load of straw around here. She's probably in the late 20s, early 30s. Madeline, this is probably about, I don't know, it could be around about sort of 1500s. Don't know whether her name's Maggie or Madeline. Let's see who we've got. Okay. Okay, so do we have a Maggie down here or a Madeline? I'd like you to make contact with us, please. Give us a signal that you're with us. Okay. Okay, we go then. That's off.
Go on, the girl who's down here with us. We feel for you. We just come down here to try and understand what happened down here. We're people from the future that you probably don't understand, but we're here to see what happened and why it happened to you. Can you speak with us, please?
Just after you introduced yourself, or when you was asking her, there was a strange light. It was probably a bulb, but it looked good, so we'll see. We'll have a look at that and review.
Fucking hell, I wonder how well then is you, mate.
Hey?
I thought I'd seen someone walking behind you. What about yourself?
Fucking hell. Gary.
Bastard.
Right.
Right, come on, we're down here. We've got these feelings of despair, screams.
The scream. She's turned into this sort of what was a. Yeah, listen. Okay, what was a woman who was sort of pleading, innocence, but actually she's just came up to me and she's just sort of come round me and going, I'm not talking to anybody. More like a sort of possessed sort of, I don't know, really sort of a medieval woman possessed.
Yeah, but she's thinking to herself that I just died.
No, she's going up. She's going up. She's going, I'm not going to talk to you.
To be honest, I'm feeling really weird.
You know, and I felt a little bit sick.
I'm feeling really off. You know, that's the point of
But she's more of a sort of possessed woman now. She's not this nice.
So she's gone from a nice
innocent,
person to the left here, to her body's gone,
the
spirit's been.
And she's turned into this demon. Okay, so if you're now a demon and they've actually corrupted you, I'd like you to just say your name, please, or scream. Give us an indication that you're actually with us, please, in this room. So, okay, here we go. Please speak into this little box in my hand.
There was something right at the end there. Did you hear that?
I did, yeah.
Go on, play that back for me. Can you help with that?
Who's that?
What's that?
That sounds horrible, doesn't it?
Sounds a
Yeah,
bit
it's
like,
fucking well demonic. That
like a voice changer on it.
That's made me go cold, really cold.
That is horrible.
That is
horrible.
fucking hell.
And that is this is the bog standard of this recorder.
Yeah.
You can get. That was horrible.
That was
wasn't it?
horrible. Okay, so you've changed into a sort of demonic now. You're a man, are you now? Do we have a male presence, please, in here?
But could it be a woman? Just
Could be a woman, an angry woman. There's definitely some sort of night, very darkness.
I'm going to sit down this corner.
Okay. There's a real darkness in here. That's a good demon.
That was an amazing evening.
That was just unbelievable. Okay. Could you come forward again, please? We're really interested in... we're not worried about you. Could you do something to scare us?
Go on. I'm sat my own in the corner now.
Could you do something, please, to let us know you're here? Do you want to slam the door or push one of us? Do you want to do something to let us know you're here? You're obviously happy that we're here. I'd like you to speak. Speak now.
I heard something.
There's a guy. In the
I
corner.
heard like a voice to my.
Yeah, in the corner here, there's a guy standing up, and he's like all in rags. I'm going to go over there. Do we have a guy with us? I know you're in the corner here. Do you have a male entity in the room? Do you get it? I've got a bit here.
Come on.
Just have a little bit of quiet time.
Yeah, let's see if we can just do a bit nice bit of quiet time.
And then see
I'm gonna
what's
go up
what.
to the
If
car.
anyone wants to ask any questions, just ask him.
Right, so Jim, do you want to ask some questions? Get some footage of Jim and Gary and ask him.
Well, I understand there's a man in the corner. Is there anything you can do? Can you move anything? Let us know you're there. Can you make a sound? There's a bolt on the floor. Can you move it?
Can you affect one of us? Not one of us off our feet. Go on, bang something for us. Death and despair down there.
Come on, this is your chance to let us know you're here.
So?
Just keep throwing on balance, whether it's the floor or not, I don't know.
It's like an angle, isn't it?
See if you can get Gary. You see if you can get something, Gary. Just ask something.
Is there anything in this room you can move just to let us know? Anybody?
Somewhere a bit bloody bare.
There's 5 of us down here. Any way of letting either one of us know?
Feeling really heavy chested.
Yeah.
I feel the temperature's changed.
Gone cooler.
Yeah.
Is someone affecting us down here? You the lady screaming?
Sound.
I mean, what I just got then, when you just said, can you make a scream for us? What I just saw it go up to your face.
I just feel
Where
really
she
weird.
said, I'd rather scream in your
I
face.
just feel like some fuckers around me.
It has gone chilly. I've been stood over there. I thought how warm it is, and I've gone really cold up my legs.
I ain't feeling particularly great.
I'm not sure whether it's this faint thing. Probably not.
Right, let me just see. I think your name's Madeline, isn't it? She just said it's the devil's box and I won't be having anything to do with it.
What she said?
Yeah, she said it's the devil's box. I won't be having anything to do with it. I think she's super superstitious, you know. But let's see if she's actually, if we caught her saying that.
Did you just hear something?
I've heard, I thought keep hearing talking,
I
but
just heard a talking noise and just before. Yeah, look, feel how warm it is here, Steve.
Yeah, it
Down
is,
there,
isn't it?
down there.
Oh, yeah.
What the hell is
well,
that?
that's where I've been standing earlier on, and I felt really warm.
It's not like,
Just
like you got your
warm.
hand near a fire. It's
Yeah.
just a bit of something.
All right.
No.
That's not none of us, is it?
Leave this place now, the oubliette. Very interesting because we've tried out a new gizmo today and the results have been amazing. Especially that very first one we did.
Well, it's really weird. I mean, let's face it, it's an Olympus recorder. You know, people criticise you for, oh, yeah, you got this recorder, this special recorder. So we're proving now, using a standard recorder that's used for, you know, day-to-day work, and we're getting these voices come out. So, yeah, it's superb voices, some of them, and yeah, still had a few. Did you have a few feelings of stuff going on?
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was definitely a woman down here who started off to be actually the innocent, the victim, and then suddenly turned into a more sort of demonic character. It was actually right into Tony's face saying she'd rather scream in his face, and she's not going to talk into the little boxes that I said please speak into. She said they're devil's boxes. So it's very interesting.
So what's the devil's box? Is this what the paranormal classes? Yeah. We're going out there asking the questions, thinking, oh, we're innocently asking, you know, where are you? What's happening? Everything all right? What's your name? But to them, is it the devil's box? Are we the devil?
Well, I would have thought that probably because they've never been contacted before by a medium or by paranormal investigators as such down here, obviously. They presume we are, if there is a different parallel, if there's a parallel universe that we can contact the past and they can see us, I would imagine them being a very sort of simple people back in the day, that they're going to be absolutely frightened to death. So anything that they can see or hear that we're offering is going to be associated to the devil.
It's very medieval. There's a guy who was sat in here, apparently in the day, it was like, you know, 5-star, you know, but when you see it, you'll understand it's not 5-star. But yeah, we're going to take our investigation down this way now. We're going medieval. We're going from dungeon, you know, oubliette, which is pretty bad. Hopefully, we're going to get some slightly nicer sort of activity, because it was pretty bad down there, you know. It's never nice. We've been down 2 or 3 oubliettes in our life, you know, and they're always dark. It's always death. You know, we chase death, I suppose, in a nutshell, don't we? You know, but at the end of the day, we humans, we don't want it. You know, we like to have nice communication. So let's try down this way. Yeah. Apparently, this guy had some. He lived here, and it was some very important person of the area. So there you go. That's it. Now, come on this. And that's the one. That was the 5-star accommodation, medieval style. That was how you get it. Yeah, that's the best.
Okay, interestingly enough, what I'm picking up here is he's quite a big guy. You know, I always thought that like hermits were thin little people that, you know, hid in dark corners or something. But this particular guy, he's quite a big guy, and I've just been told he's an ex-monk. Okay, he's quite a big guy, and I think he'd got mental issues, obviously living on his own in a little stone cave. You would have thought so anyway, wouldn't you? But this guy was a part of a monastic brotherhood, and for some reason he got disillusioned with the monastery and came and lived in here. And his name was, as far as what I just got Benjamin.
What the most bizarre feelings in this place.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I've been thinking. I said earlier on, didn't I?
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this place all week, and to be honest, looking out that window, with the stars and that,
Yeah, I mean, it's really
quite
weird.
relaxing.
Yeah, okay, so
But I don't know why I feel so at ease in it.
let's have a look. Let's just see if we can do a quick EVP here. Let me just see if I've got his name right. Okay, Benjamin, or Father Benjamin, or probably don't want to be known as that now, but I think you were here, and he was disillusioned with God. That was it, Tony. He's just told me that he's totally disillusioned with God. Something happened that God let him down, and that's why he locked himself away. But he's actually an ex-religious man who lived in here. Is that true? Did God let you down at some point? Benjamin, if you could speak into this little box in my hand, I think that's possibly some truth in what I say. I'd like you to confirm that, or I'd like you to give me some idea that you're with us anyway. I feel your presence in here anyway. So speak into these little boxes, please.
That's good.
Definitely there, isn't it?
Slow it down the moment.
Okay, you've moved yourself into here. How long did you live here for? If you're not so sure what we're saying, can you say anything to us, maybe in Latin?
Sure. Okay, could you speak a little bit clearer? I like the idea if you could speak in Latin to us. Not that we'd probably understand, but I think we'd understand the sort of tonality of it. Okay, here we go. Say something in Latin, please, Benjamin.
That's good.
One down, that's a good one.
That was a proper word, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. You probably wonder what a photograph is, but I can prove to disbelievers that you actually exist in here as the hermit, the non sort of God believer that you decided to be. Is that okay with you, Benjamin? If we take some sorcery.
Go on, show yourself, please. Walk into the blue light. Walk in there, please. Benjamin, show yourself. This is your chance. This is your chance.
Okay, so what we picked up in here, or we connected with what I believe is although he was a hermit, it was an ex-monk, and he was disillusioned with God, and he, by way of, I suppose, giving his faith to Jesus and God, than the Bible, and whether he was Catholic or Christian, I wouldn't like to say at the moment. But anyway, he punished himself by staying in here, I think, on his own. I don't know how long he was here for. Some people say 10 years, you know. I don't know, from the curator here, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I finished off I've done some smoke, taking pictures of a smoke machine, and last time we did it, we got a fantastic face coming through, so I'm just going to do a little bit more. But what did you think about it, Stu?
Yeah, no, like I say, we've had results before. I was just saying to Tony earlier on the sort of intro, you know, we've had figures, we've had faces, so like I say, all we could do is review it now and see what we get. What is it?
It's a gravestone. Right, we're just going. Just been in Guy's cave, right? Hermit's cave. Now we've got a really, really old bit here. If you see down there, we don't even know what we're going to. So we'll take you along with us. We have no idea where we're going. Apparently, there's some sort of big cave here, like an open cave. So we're well up the light, trying to see what's going on. I mean, you're going back 1,000 years here. Was it more still?
Oh, it's more than that. Apparently there's all cave dwellings here. Oh, we did come down here, didn't we? But we never did it.
Harwich Cave.
Yeah, it's got all the pillars in.
Oh, they're really cold.
That's it.
Okay then, we're inside this cave, open cave. It's impressive. Would you like to speak to us?
Cold.
What was that? What happened in here? I got a feeling something not very nice happened in here. You just going to put your energy onto me, please? I'm feeling uncomfortable in here as it is. Massive archway. What happened? Come on, something really good must have happened in here. It's an impressive place.
Why is it called Harris's Cave? Can you tell us?
Who's Harris? I think there's someone standing behind me.
Can you say any of our names? My name's Stuart. Can you say Tony?
Why is it called Harris Cave? Who's Harris?
What's this? What's got the feeling? I can get put the neck on. And they're still pick up on violent man. Because it's like that. Always got that. I was like,
I really, really did get a strong feeling. A real strong man who just wanted to fucking wrestle me and stick out like bang. You're done for, mate. Let's see what's doing this.
It wasn't what it was built for, but they used it for that for sure, because they thought actually this is a great spot. So they'd back the carriage in, and then they'd have a big door on there. But this is not what it was built for. But this is what I pick up immediately, like a black carriage in here that was put away in here. It's you know. Just trying to get to grips exactly what it is.
When I come in here,
Yeah.
I felt like some bloke was really violently trying to put his hands around my neck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like in a stranglehold.
Yeah.
Like this.
Okay.
You know, when they get pulled back.
Yeah.
Now, why I felt that I was going to get strangled like this? Why would you feel that?
Well, there's a guy in here called Jacob, and he's like the groom, you know, and he's the one who looks after the carriages and makes sure everything's all right in it. He's a grumpy old guy, balding, you know. He's in here, but I'm at a loss at the moment as to I pick up some statues somewhere. I don't know whether they had statues in these columns, or I pick up some sort of grandness in here, and I'm just really stuck as to what this would be at the moment.
Well, why would they be getting that stranglehold feeling? Because that's a weird thing to pick up on, isn't it? Yeah, like it was like proper, you know, like your feet took off, like down to the sticks we couldn't see.
Yeah, why is that? It's a good question, actually.
Yeah, it was like basically hand round my neck and sort of round, you know, so you literally, definitely, being put away like that. And it felt like you'd done something really bad. Whether or not they were bringing people in there in that sort of thing, or if it was just something I've picked up on that's gone on in the past, I don't know. But should we try with this recorder in my pocket again? See if, let's see what we can get. Right, if I am picking up on this stuff then about the...
It reminds me of, before you do that, Tony, it reminds me of the Hellfire Club in Dublin. You know what, they used to have people stand like a monastic club.
Yeah.
So that, you see, look, if you come forward, Gary. Right, are you going there for us, Jamie? Right, I reckon it was used like this. I reckon it was used as a temple, like here. You with me?
All the people be dragged in here.
Yeah, but they would be abused in the middle here, so that you'd have the lodge, you know, the head of the lodge in these gaps, and they'd all be rowed.
And there's somebody here being dragged in.
Yeah, and that's what I reckon that these archways are for.
It's really weird, isn't it?
I reckon. Let me just take a picture of you guys.
Like I say, I come in and thought it was a stable block, but when you look at it,
No, it's not a stable block.
It's too grand.
It's weird.
So I reckon.
Something really weird.
So I reckon this was used originally made for ritual.
What's going on in here then? Have people been brought in here against their will? Is this a place where it used to go off? Is this a place where nasty things happen, sacrifices, meetings, secret meetings?
I did, wouldn't I? There, yeah. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
That's weird.
Oh, that was
weird.
weird. Okay, so we've just come out of what is actually named as the cave or the cloisters, wasn't it? Funny enough, what I picked up is totally different to what Tony picked up. What did you?
Well, I walked in there, and the first thing I felt was like a stranglehold, like this, like being completely tucked in there. Whether or not it was a fight or whether it was being taken in there, not at your will. It was definitely some sort of neck brace. No, it's for you being completely taken in, and that's what I felt. So
Yeah, no, I mean, when I went in, I was a bit confused at first as to what the place was, and it took me a little while just to settle in to pick some of the energy up and find out what it was. The first thing I went in, I picked up there was a funereal carriage, and that stayed with me for quite a while. That the actual family of this massive house used that little bit of a space as like what we would for a expensive car. They'd put the carriage in there. However, as I stayed in there, I picked up a lot more sort of darker side of what it was for, and I do believe that it was used a little bit like the Hellfire Club in Ireland. That it was used for a ritual purpose, and what they call the cloisters was where the sect members stood in their garb, and they actually brought in innocent people. Could be peasants, could be people that they wanted to sort of rid of. It could be townsfolk that had crossed them, and they would be sort of hooded, and they would bring them in, and they would actually, sacrifice them, for want of a better word, torture them, sacrifice. So it's a bit like used as a sort of ritual, a ritual place. That's what I
was the feeling of the old neck
could
on
be.
the head.
Yeah, it could be.
Manhandled, taken away, and dealt with.
Could be, because you're very sort of susceptible to immediate things, and mine take a little bit longer. Yeah. But that was great, wasn't it? That was really good.
I mean, we had a couple of voices.
We did.
A couple of bits and pieces. So we're now going to move. Where are we going to go now? We're going to move further up to the top of the building, near the chapel area around
I think we're going to go up to the chapel. We might even go across to the stable, stable block. Should we do that one now?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay, so we'll see what we get there, but it's happening. Okay, so we've just come out of the cloister. We're going to go into the stable block now, see what we can do, see what we can find in here. The last time I was in here, we actually found or connected with again some religious people in there. I think they were sort of from a monastery, but I'm not dead sure. But let's see if who we can connect with tonight. See what we can
quite
get.
an active place, and there's been meters flying across the room. Loads of activity in the past. Apparition, I think. There's been the guy who.
Yeah.
Oh, now he scares you. But no, apart from him, there's been, if I remember right, there was a full apparition seen here by the guy. Is it Adrian?
Yeah.
He's seen a full apparition here with his own eyes. It wasn't this guy here. Yeah, so pretty good.
But yeah, it was used for many different things. But it's really, really old.
It's got to be for a person of some sort of significance, because you wouldn't have a casket like this made in this day and age, would you?
Not really.
When it was, I mean, that's medieval, isn't it?
Huh?
You wouldn't have a casket like this made in, and it would take time to make sort of
oak, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, the buckles and everything on it. That won't be made for a peasant to a normal person, would it? Sure. Really.
Yeah, like I say.
Big guy though.
Yeah. For the day.
I feel like it's a bloke.
Yeah, I do. It was last time I picked it up. It was definitely.
That's got the name Saint something. S-T. Saint.
What? Oh, it's not got it on it. You picked
No,
it
no. I just seen the two letters ST. Saint. I don't know. That's as much as I know.
Well, let's see if we can get this show on the road then. Let's just see if we can get. Should we just try our recorders first? Because it's pitch black in here. You listen to this. Just turn everything off then. Okay, so the last time I was here, connected with, or felt the presence of, two religious people who actually made things in here. They were making tables and wine barrels and things like that, and beer barrels. Let me just see if I can pick up on who's here now.
I just picked up the name St. Augustine.
Oh,
but I have no idea what it is. I just say it out loud now. Just say it out loud.
Yeah, that's good. You guys feel anything? You know?
No.
No? If you just think about if there's a presence in here, is it male or female, or is it old, new? Does any visions come to you in your third eye? Can you see anything? Do you see people? Do they talk to you? Nothing?
No, not at the minute.
Gary?
No, I can't feel
No?
anything at the moment. It was very quiet, very peaceful.
Okay, so let's see if we can break the peace then. Okay, so come on, give us a sign that you're with us in here, please. Apparently that you've been quite active. Can you throw something?
Touch one of us. That'd be a nice thing to do to us. Why am I getting the name Saint Augustine? Was your name Augustine? Were you part of this casket? You attached this casket? It's a strange name to come to mind, isn't it? No idea what it means or where it is.
Do you know the funny thing is that I do get, and I did last time, I get a sort of Spanish feeling in here. I don't know why.
What, from the chest?
Yeah.
What's Augustine? It's like Augustine. That's what I keep thinking.
Could be something to do with that, but don't know why. I just get this sort of real
Could be
sort of
from anywhere,
Spain feel.
You think, look at it, what? Where now do you ever see a casket like this?
Yeah. But it's been used for lots of different things. It's been used as a sarcophagus for a person. It's also been used for linen. It's been used for firearms as well over the years. Okay, let's just see if we can get a response. Come on. Can you throw something? Slam the door? Come on, do something to frighten us. We want to believe you're with us, and the only way we can believe you're with us is if you show us.
Must be plenty of little stones that you can chuck across the room to us. Make a noise. Bang something. Can I make this noise? Can you copy me? Touch one of us.
If you want us to leave, touch one of us, or throw something, let it be known.
Somebody moved. Are you in the corner over there?
I've got a meter over there.
This is from the earlier recording, what you did at the same time as you. Right, let's just play it in there.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Does it
That's
sound
all the
right?
recorder stuff. Right, come on then. I'm going to sort of slightly move away from the rest of them into the area here. I'll stand here on my own, eh?
Okay.
Does anyone want to speak with me? Well, Stu, we're going to ask out now. What's your name in here? Come speak with us. Right.
too, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that there has to be something.
Stick my hand inside the casket.
No, right.
Feel a bit weird doing this. Well, I'm going to put my hand inside the casket. So if there is a spirit who's stuck within this casket, this should be find a resting place.
Mine then as well on the corner.
So this phone's nearly as bad as when I had to put the recorder next to a skeleton's mouth hanging up on the wall. It was real. Oof. Right, come on then. You come and speak with me now. I'll put my hand in here now briefly. What's that noise?
That was your tummy on it.
Oh. Sound like the one
Didn't you hear it?
this one touch your casket.
Well, like that.
Yeah.
Me, with
Oh,
this
right.
camera. Let me see what I got.
Speak with me now. I'll put my hand in here now briefly. We just did a bit in the stables, and we had a couple of EVPs that were okay, but seemed pretty quiet. But you know, paranormal investigating, it's very difficult to say that it's quiet because the review afterwards can be completely different with voices and shadows and orbs and all sorts of things. So this guy here's not really said anything, so that's good.